everyone's been telling me, try have a 9-to-5 job. Okay, how about you try have a 24/7 job, because that's what it takes.
It is definitely hard.
Try being an influencer for a day.
Oh my god, influencing is so hard. Influencing is a 24-hour job. Let's talk about it. There has been a lot of discourse online around influencing as a job and how it compares to quote-unquote normal jobs. And as someone who is a 9-to-5 corporate worker but also makes content here online, I thought I was uniquely positioned to talk about this. Without a doubt, my corporate job is more time intensive than my content creation job. So I spend many more hours doing my corporate job than I spend doing videos. I'd also say that my corporate job is significantly more intellectually demanding than my job as a content creator. I'd say that making videos is fairly simplistic. I don't have to think too much. Yes, sometimes I gotta think outside the box for certain creative briefs, but in general, I definitely use much more brain power when it comes to my corporate day-to-day job. So when it comes to intellectual difficulty and also time spent, my corporate job is definitely harder than my job as a content creator. However, I do think the internet is a little bit quick to judge on influencers and shit on them because yes, their job doesn't feel like a real job and doesn't really compare to real problems. However, there's definitely truth in saying that in certain aspects, influencing is more difficult than your typical 9-to-5 job. For example, if we talk about which one is more emotionally taxing, content creation wins by far. Putting yourself out there in the internet and making yourself accessible for anyone in the world to judge you is fairly difficult, and not everyone would be able to deal with that. I'm fairly lucky that I don't really get many hate comments, and the ones that I do get are really ignorant, so they don't really bother me. But if one of my jobs was keeping me up at night, it most likely would be my content creation job. Also, just the pressure that comes with working for yourself is a different kind of pressure. Not saying it's better or worse, but probably one that plays on your mind a little bit more than your typical 9-to-5. The difference is, if I was to become a full-time content creator, the pressure that I would feel is very much pressure that I chose to take on. I would have had to make a conscious decision to quit my 9-to-5 job and take on this content creation journey. So it would be very much voluntary pressure. It's not pressure that comes out of nowhere. It's a very conscious decision that you make when you decide to become a full-time content creator. And I would say that that pressure is applicable to any person who's self-employed, any freelancer, not just content creators. The hardest thing that comes with being a content creator is definitely the public judgment, but everything else is kind of applicable to multiple different jobs.